This lady sold her home for a facelift, and now she looks fabulous but lives in a van. So, this is going to be interesting. So, life in plastic is so fantastic that one cosmetic surgery patient was willing to live on the road for it. A 50-year-old woman has revealed that she underwent a facelift at the cost of her three-bedroom house, selling the property in Arizona so that she could afford the $14,000 procedure, according to Southwest News Service. Kelly Beasley, a blogger who lives in Lake Tahoe, California, now travels in a van since selling her house, but has a fresh new face to show for it and wants to end the shame surrounding plastic surgery. Around 48, my face started dropping fast, Beasley explained to SWNS. The changes were astounding. And here's the thing, right? Like, personally, I don't really got anything against people doing plastic surgery. The problem that I have with plastic surgery is that when people do it, they don't stop on the one plastic surgery. They keep going because they're never happy with what they actually look like. Let's see. So she claimed that getting other injectables like fillers, which she had been getting for the past 15 years, wasn't going to make a difference. So she sold her pad as a cushion to cough up the cash. The results are beyond what I expected, she said. I didn't expect to look younger. I mean, that's basically the whole point of a facelift is to make you look younger, isn't it? Hmm. And the thing is, I personally I can't really tell if she actually looks better or not. Just me personally, I don't know. Interesting. So I'm loving my look and looking my most fabulous that I can, Beasley added. The 50-year-old explained that when she came to the conclusion that she wanted to get the procedure, nearby plastic surgeons quoted her work at $50,000 to $60,000. Then she saw a woman on TikTok who had gotten the procedure done in Tijuana, Mexico for just 14,000 and great results. So Beasley joined a Facebook group for EOC Plastics, an organization that helps other coordinate plastic surgeries in Mexico. She started looking at other women's experiences and decided to sign up to be put on a cancellation list. Beasley was notified of a cancellation this past January but didn't quite feel ready. A month later, they had another cancellation, and Beasley explained, I thought, let's do this. She continued, it was on February 14th, Happy Valentine's to me. And in total, the procedure cost $14K. Beasley traveled to Tijuana on February 13th, just one day before she went under the knife, and endured a 4-hour long surgery which involved taking fat from her thighs and putting it into her lips and her face. In the end, she went for an extended facelift, neck lift, lip lift, and fat transfer from her thighs. She spent 6 days recuperating in a hotel in Tijuana and then drove back home to the United States. Beasley compared the whole ordeal to being on a vacation. I woke up with head wrapped in a giant crazy bandage, Beasley recalled to SWNS. I started taking pictures immediately. And the 50-year-old claimed that she didn't feel any pain and instead only experienced discomfort. Which is kind of crazy because like when you like look at the like original stuff, right? Basically it looks like she got into like a car accident, pretty much. So far she's loving her new appearance, although she admitted that it does take some time to get used to the change in looks. After about a week and a half, I had a minor oh crap moment, she said. Your brain is having a hard time adjusting to your face. But now she's a big fan and believes that the procedure took 20 years off her appearance. She even said that she prefers her looks now than when she was 30 years old and is having fun putting on makeup again. Beasley wants to share her journey in hopes that others will stop the shame surrounding plastic surgery. If we do too much, we're vain or insecure, she said. If you don't do anything, wear makeup or do your hair, they say you've let yourself go. The plastic surgery patient described it all as exhausting. I'm going to do what I want to do, Beasley said. Why not live the most fabulous life? Part of that for me is having plastic surgery. Anderson. So let's check this out. I sold my home for a facelift. Now I look fabulous, but live in a van down by the river. You're still the age that you are. Accept your age, accept who you are. You will never be happy otherwise. I kind of agree with that, but the thing is, like, I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with wanting to improve your appearance. My only thing is, again, my biggest issue when it comes to plastic surgery isn't the act of plastic surgery, it's the fact that it's such a mental thing, right? Because there's so many people who get plastic surgery who are never going to be content with themselves. They're never going to be happy in their own body. And so they don't stop at the one surgery to solve whatever issue they have. They keep getting more and more and more surgeries to the point where like you see those like ladies with those like triple Z's that like you could crush watermelons with, right? You get to that point. So my only thing is if you go do plastic surgery, one, only spend money that you can actually afford to spend, which by the way, selling your home to do plastic surgery is crazy, financially speaking. It is dumb. It is absurd. Don't do that. But like save up money if you want to go do this surgery. Like work hard or go into sales or something and like pay for it in cash. Now, that being said, she was smart to do this in Tijuana to basically save pretty much like $50,000. So that is one good financial move that she did because this is the thing that people need to understand too. Pretty much you're not going to get plastic surgery covered by insurance because it is a cosmetic procedure. It is not like a necessary thing. So going to like Mexico to do a plastic surgery to save like 6 times the amount of money is not a bad idea, right? And here's the thing, like I know of people that go to like Korea, which is basically the I think number one location for plastic surgery in terms of like quality and also cost, I believe, if you combine the two. Like Korea is a massive hub spot for plastic surgery, and a lot of Koreans from the States and a lot of just Americans from the States will go to Korea for plastic surgery. So that's also something to think about too. Like plastic surgery is a very common thing in like some cultures, but it's like again, you got to make sure that it makes financial sense to yourself where it doesn't like harm yourself financially speaking. And if you can afford it, go ahead and do it. Talk about vain. She sold her house to have a facelift. She should have spent the money on a new brain. Vanity is a beautiful thing. I hate to say it, but she should have done her nose too. That's what takes away from her facelift. Sorry, just my opinion. Okay, successful surgery. Is she unable to work or waiting for her OF to take off? Boy, does she have mental issues. Hope she had body work too. Hooking isn't dependent on your face. There are bags for that. I'm guessing this person is saying like being like a hooker or something. Female logic on display, you go, girl. What's interesting about it, like, it kind of seems to me like a lot of her motivation wasn't necessarily even just for herself, but also potentially like the judgments that she was getting by the ladies in her life, which to me is kind of crazy. Like, you're gonna get like pretty much like pressured into like altering your face just because of the way people in your life kind of like commentate on you. It's like, oh, you're not trying hard enough, you're not wearing makeup. oh wait, if you're getting like surgery or like fillers or whatever, you're so vain, blah 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 blah. It's typically like girls doing this to other girls. Like, I think for the most part, guys just don't really care, like, at all, right? They're like, oh, are you breathing? Cool. Oh, are you nice? Cool. Oh, do you like to eat food? Cool. I don't think guys really like care too much whether or not like someone has like plastic surgery or like wears makeup or whatever. It's like, do you exist? Okay, good for us, right? Now, that being said, there is a point where if there's too much makeup or if there's too much surgery where it's like very noticeable, I think guys are going to be like kind of put off by that. It's like, ooh, that's a lot, right? There is a point where there's too much, but for the most part, I don't think guys really care. So if she did this purely for herself because she wanted to, nothing wrong with that. But like she literally sold a house to pay for a facelift. Like point blank, that is a dumb financial move, no matter who you are, for any reason. If you sell your house to simply buy something that is cosmetic, that has really no meaning, not a smart idea.